Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
When I was growing up, long about 5:30 in the evenings, I'd be playing in the basement when I'd hear the garage door going up. Then I'd drop everything and run up the stairs as fast as my little legs could carry me. But I remember one day in second grade when I dreaded the sound of the garage door because I'd gotten in trouble after school. My friends and I had been playing in the playground, and one of them had broken a large cafeteria window. I dreaded telling my dad about it. Needless to say, he didn't get met at the door with a Tigger hug as usual. I relive that day every time I read Genesis 3. Adam and Eve hid from God in fear and shame when they had heard Him walking in the garden. But the Lord called to Adam and dealt with him like a loving father would. Adam slinked out from behind a bush and answered, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself." God replied sternly, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree which I commanded you that you should not eat?" Doesn't that sound like a conversation between a child and parent? "Oh, I see. Have you done something I told you not to?" Then the kid comes back with blaming someone else. "Well, that little brother that you just had to have told me to, so I did it." Then the little brother blames it on the neighbor kid that they knew they shouldn't have had over while mom was gone. Each one had done wrong, but instead of accepting responsibility, they passed the buck. Of course, the wise parent sees through all that, as God did. But it should make us stop and think. Do we try to blame others or make excuses when we've been wrong? Or do we accept responsibility and ask for forgiveness? Notice, God didn't come in with raging anger. "How could you have done this? You two messed up my perfect creation. Boy, are you going to get it." No, He's a model of self-control and patience for us. He gently pulls out of them what they did and calmly metes out the discipline. The snake would crawl on its belly, women and snakes would not mix well, and Satan, well, he'd eventually get what was coming to him. Verse 15 is the first time we read a prophecy about the Messiah that God had already planned. "He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel." One day, Satan would be defeated once and for all. To the woman, God said she would have pain in childbirth, which I can attest to. And her relationship with her husband would be affected too. She would want to rule over him, but he would rule over her. To Adam, God gave a curse of the ground: pain, thorns, thistles, weeds, and sweat. I knew there was something evil about sweat. And God told him that he would return to dust when his life was over. So the next time you're out mowing the yard, pulling up weeds, sweating, remember this curse. It's because of sin. Or when you just walk outside in Florida in the summer and immediately start to sweat, instead of complaining or blaming it on Adam, try confessing your sins. Then go back inside, take a shower, and rinse off not only the sweat, but symbolically the sin that caused it. Their consequences sent Adam and Eve outside the garden, never to return. But of course, they weren't alone. God was with them. Don't you love how God's judgment is always laced with mercy? How have you seen that in your life and in the consequences for your sin?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.